Haugen for today's community comment.
Well, thank you very much, and good morning. Welcome into today's community comment. Our guest today on the program is with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. It is my pleasure to welcome into our Daily Dodge TV studio, as well as streaming on 95.3 WBEV, is the Recreation Department Director, Jana Stevens. Jana, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Kevin.
Now, it feels like it's been not too long since we had you last on. That's because it wasn't too long ago that we had you on. We had a little bit of a schedule adjustment last month, so normally it's a monthly appearance. 4 weeks out. I feel like this is about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks since we last had you on, but there's a lot to talk about. Obviously, in the summer months coming up, there's a lot of events taking place, so we kind of did a rough overview of those events taking place here as the new Courier was released for May and June, I believe, are the 2 months that have just been published for this program, and we'll be able to dive more into that and all the events taking place over the next several months here in Beaver Dam. If you're listening today or watching again on our YouTube page, Daily Dodge TV, if you have a question for our guest, you can call into the show at 920-885-4446 or text 920-887-9595. Again, the phone number to call in is 920-885-4446. If you have a question for our guest here today on Community Comment, the Recreation Department Director, Jana Stevens, here joining us on the program today. And Jana, we spent a bit of time, again, I mentioned we're on not too long ago discussing the new Courier that is now available. I guess I should start off and ask you before we dive into the specifics of this program, where can people pick this up and where can they view all this really cool and important details that are in this program?
And they can find the Courier, which is our program guide that we publish every other month, as you mentioned, at the Watermark. That's where the Recreation Department is located. They can also find it at the Beaver Dam Public Library, at City Hall, at Piggly Wiggly and the Market, as well as several other businesses and organizations throughout the community. And they can always find an online copy at the city website, at the Recreation Department homepage.
So plenty of places and locations to pick up this program for those who want to keep a note of things that are happening and how to take advantage of all the cool things taking place here in Beaver Dam. One of those cool opportunities is something, again, that we talked about the last time our guest here today was on Community Comment, and that was park shelter reservations. We want to make sure we hit on this again and really highlight that this is the time of year where it ramps up and reservations can get filled up pretty quickly.
Absolutely. We do take reservations year-round, and so we have people coming in reserving a year out for whatever their event is, but this is the time when people are really finalizing plans and wanting to make sure that they lock in a certain shelter for whether it's graduation, birthday party, family reunion. So if you are out there thinking about an event and you want a specific shelter and a specific date, now is the time to really get serious about planning it and contacting us. You can come to our office at the Watermark Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Give us a call or email our department. There's also a way that you can access the information and see the availability and request a shelter online by going, again, to the city website and to the Recreation Department page. It's right at the top of the Recreation Department page to do that. So if you're so inclined to use the online system, that is always available.
Great, and reservations are taken on a first-come, first-served basis, so obviously if there's a waiting list that people are added to that list, and as the reservations continue, you are bumped up. And it's not just this time of year. Obviously, as the weather gets warmer, people want, that's on the top of their mind, is that, hey, I want to take advantage of these lovely parks here in Beaver Dam, but they can reserve parks throughout the year as well. They just don't have to wait until the weather gets warmer to make these reservations.
Right. The open-air shelters are available to reserve through September 30th. And again, people can reserve those a year in advance. We also have two buildings, the Tahoe building at Tahoe Park, that can be reserved year-round, as well as the Crystal Lake Beach building. That can be reserved throughout the year. Well, the only time that we don't reserve that to the public is when during the summer months, June, July, and August, when we are open to the public with the beach. So, but the rest of, basically the school year is when that facility is available, and that's very popular too.
Yeah, and if people need extra seating, that is something that the recreation department.
Right, we have benches, we have picnic tables, those can be reserved for a very low fee. The catch, I guess, or the big thing is you have to transport them yourself. You have to pick them up and return them to the Parks Department to schedule that and pick them up and return them. But they are very inexpensive to rent, so if you have an event and would like to have that additional seating, we certainly have it available.
And if anyone out there is not sure what the facilities look like and want to get a good idea of, hey, this is something that we want to take advantage of, there's photos online that people on the Courier can check out as well, or visit the Watermark and see what these shelters look like.
Right, and we do have a summary on page 7 of the current Courier of how many, with the location and how many people each of the shelters seat. Of course, the most popular shelters are the ones that have the attached restrooms. Not all of the shelters do have attached restrooms. Of the indoor, the facilities that have indoor seating also are very popular because, you know, rain or shine, there's a place where people have a little bit more shelter. So, yeah, we encourage people to take a look. But online, people can see pictures of everything.
Yeah, and again, for those who want to check out availability and request a shelter, they can head to the City of Beaver Dam website, go to the Recreation Department page, and get more information about how to complete that process there. Again, our guest here on Community Comment today is Janice Stevens, the Recreation Department Director with the City of Beaver Dam Recreation Department. We do have to take another break. More Community Comment is coming up next.
Kevin Haugen.
It is 10:20 on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Welcome back into today's community comment. Our guest on the program again is Janice Stevens, the Recreation Department Director with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. Again, if you have a question for our guest today, you can call in at 920-885-4446 or text 920-887-9595. And Jana, we want to now really pivot and focus in on some cool events taking place with summer just right around the corner. Essentially, it's a summer kickoff event here, which is also here highlighted in the front page of the Community Center Courier.
That's right. We talked about how busy we are with shelter reservations, and we also are busy with program planning and getting people registered for those programs.
Yeah.
One of the things that we enjoy doing is partnering with the library on the summer kickoff every year. It's a great opportunity for people to get out and come to Swan Park. That event is held on Wednesday, June 4th, and it will be 6 to 8 p.m. We have lots of different activities. We have a face painter, 2 caricature artists, crafts. We have different groups and organizations that we're partnering with that are going to be offering different activities. First Lutheran Church has volunteers coming. They'll be sharing free ice cream treats, and they also will have some other giveaway. In the past, they've done a bike helmet clinic where they've given out bike helmets and fitted them to kids. We're not sure if they're going to be doing that or something else this year, but that is something that they are looking forward to doing again this year. Beaver Dam Police Department has been with us in the past, and they often have given out free bike locks for people who need them. Everybody's riding their bikes in the summertime, and it's important to keep your bike safe, and that's a great way to do it. So they are there if they can be. Sometimes they have other things that they have to commit to, but we're looking forward to that again. And then we have a featured artist or a group at 7 o'clock. From 7 to 7:45, we have Fox and Branch. They are a duo, folk singers, and the music appeals to kids, families, adults. So anyone, any age, can come out and enjoy the activities. It's a great community event.
And that again is the summer kickoff event, July 4th. That's a Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at Swan Park, a free event. And I think I mentioned this last time that you were on, Jana, that if people in the community here haven't had the chance to check out Swan Park and a lot of the new updates and changes to the park there that have been taking place over the last couple of years, this is a great opportunity, and hopefully the weather accommodates it as well, that people can come out and check out really how great Swan Park is looking now today.
Absolutely. So a lot has been done in the last few years and continues to happen. We are fundraising continually, so if anyone out there listening is so inclined, we also have opportunities to give and contribute to what's happening. It just really has been a great transformation, and it really is the crown jewel of our community, and so many memories that have been made there.
Yeah, you mentioned the entertainment acts performing as well during this event, and I believe, again, if memory serves me right, that phase 3 of the project is going to be taking off here very soon. That's really focused on the band shell and the seating there, and it will be really cool to see when that project is completed, an updated venue for entertainment and musical acts to come in and perform. Not sure, again, off the top of my head when that'll be done, but again, it's just all part of the really cool and exciting things happening there at Swan Park here in Beaver Dam. Again, that's the summer kickoff, Wednesday, June 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. Also want to highlight here another event taking place in a week and a half later in June, the Peony Tea Party.
Yes. The Arts and Peony Festival is a huge event that's going to be happening this year again in the community. And one of the activities that we are partnering with the library on is the Peony Tea Party. at the Watermark, and a lot of the planning has been done by the library staff and volunteers. And this year, the theme is it's Jane Austen's. It would be Jane Austen's 250th birthday. So it's a celebration of Jane Austen and her birthday, and of course everything peony. And it will just be a wonderful time. People can dress up or come casual. Drop in anytime on Saturday, June 14th, between 10 a.m. and noon at the Watermark, and just enjoy trying different teas. There'll be finger foods and just everything that you would expect a tea party to be.
Now, you mentioned people can drop in, so there's no registration or sign-ups. That's just come and go as you please for this event?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, there are so many activities that will be happening as part of the Arts and Peony Festival, and we encourage people to get out and enjoy as many activities as they can. Make a plan and try to fit this into your day. And I know we've seen everyone from grandparents bringing their grandchildren to couples and parents and kids and friends, so anyone can come and enjoy and just feel a little fancy and celebrate Jane Austen's birthday.
The 250th birthday is. If somebody is so inclined, can they come dressed in the era pieces of that Jane Austen and when she was alive?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You might just, from what I've heard, you might just see some of that at the tea party.
Okay, so you'd fit right in if you come in and dressed in the period pieces there of, I believe that's around the 1800s, or I want to say, I don't know the window that Jane Austen was publishing a lot of her books, but again, that's the Peony Tea Party, Saturday, June 14th, from 10 to noon at the Watermark here in Beaver Dam. Also want to spend a few moments here on Community Comment today discussing the discounted attraction tickets. This is really a cool opportunity for people who want to take part in some really cool summer activities here that happen not just here in Beaver Dam, but across the southern western part here in the state of Wisconsin.
Right. This is something that we have offered for many years. It is made available through the Wisconsin Parks and Recreation Association. That's the professional organization that supports people like me and other people in the Parks and Recreation field and departments. And so they partner with different businesses. Most of the attractions are in Wisconsin Dells, as well as the Milwaukee County Zoo. And they are currently on sale at the Watermark, so people can come during our office hours. Again, those hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and purchase their tickets. They are non-refundable. People can use cash, check, or credit or debit card. There is a small fee with the credit and debit card purchase, so plan accordingly. We sell them now through August 29th, and the dates that they are valid vary.
Yeah.
So that all of that information is in our courier as well as on the website, a standalone page that has that information. So, but the savings are significant for the attractions, and they can be used throughout the season.
And if these tickets, obviously you get a set amount into your office. If they sell out, do you get a restock, or do more come in, or how does that work when these tickets are gone? Are they gone, and the people who missed out on them, they aren't able to purchase any?
Sometimes. So we try to order what we think that we need, but you never know.
Sure.
And we can order more, but it also depends on when in the season we run out.
Mm-hmm.
But we do keep a very close inventory, so if we see that a certain ticket is selling quickly and we feel that we need to order more, we do. We do have other communities around us that sell the tickets at their Parks and Recreation departments, but of course if you live in Beaver Dam or in this area, it's much more convenient to come to our department. But we do try to stay stocked through the season.
Yeah, and some of those attractions that Jana was mentioning, the jet boat adventures in the Dells, the Milwaukee County Zoo in Milwaukee, Mount Olympus Water Park, the Noah's Ark Water Park, the original Wisconsin Ducks, Pirates Cove Adventure Golf, and the Upper Dells boat tour, again, there in the Dells. So a lot of really fun opportunities here for the family and to take advantage of hopefully a nice, beautiful summer that is on the horizon here in our state. Again, our guest here on Community Comment today is Janice Stevens, Recreation Department Director with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. We do have to take another break. More Community Comment is coming up next.
And for community comment.
Well, thank you, Jake, and welcome back into our third segment today of Community Comment. Our guest on the program is Beaver Dam Recreation Director Janice Stevens with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. We are taking a deep dive into the May and June edition of the Community Center Courier, looking at all the activities and events happening over the next several weeks here in the Beaver Dam area. I want to spend here our first few minutes of this segment looking at the Music in the Park series that will be kicking off here. It is a very popular event that people in the community love attending here in Beaver Dam.
Absolutely. Summer in Beaver Dam means music in the
That's
park.
for sure,
So we have two series, one on Wednesday nights at Swan City Park from 7 to 8:30. We have 7 concerts lined up again this year, starting June 11th and running through July 30th. We do not have a concert on July 2nd, so the week of the holiday, we're taking a break. And then we also have our Friday night series, Jam by the Dam. There are 3 concerts, one each month, June, July, and August, at Tahoe Park. Those concerts are 6 to 9 p.m., and we have that starts June 20th. June 20th, July 25th, and August 22nd are those dates. And this information can be found in the Courier, of course, as well as online. We will be posting it out in other places around the community, but mark your calendars and join us for concerts in the park because you see friends, family, people of all ages, and it's just a great time. And we do have bad weather backups for both of the locations. Wednesday Night Live, if the weather is bad on Wednesday nights, we move the concert inside to the Beaver Dam High School auditorium. So we really appreciate that. And so we do that on Wednesday nights. And for the Jam by the Dam concerts, we move to the Dodge County Fairgrounds.
All righty.
So
fantastic. I know that in years past that the Recreation Department oftentimes reaches out to us to be able to share that information when the weather has unfortunately decided to come out and impact the venues for these events. So we'll be sure to share that information with our listeners and viewers as well if there is a change in venue for the Music in the Park series. Again, the Jam by the Dam kicks off June 20th and Wednesday Night Live that starts on June 11th in the Music in the Park series. And yes.
we do have one more concert that we don't want to forget.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. This is the second year we have partnered with the Beaver Dam Chamber and Visitor Center to host a concert in the park during the Wisconsin Arts and Peony Festival. That concert will be Saturday, June 14th. Time is 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And we have Ian Seaholm and the Night Thieves they are going to be performing. They will deliver sizzling guitar and organ and a thundering bass and drum rhythm section, harmonica and vocals. So so they are a really fun band, and we're looking forward to hosting them at Swan Park on Saturday, June 14th.
Fantastic. And that's 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. as part of the Wisconsin Arts and Peony Festival. Thank you, Janet, for making sure we did not gloss over that concert taking place here in the month of June. Here on Community Comment with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department Director Janice Stevens. Want to now look at the water activities that are going to be happening here in May and June as well.
So we have a variety of things available. We have the splash pad at Swan Park. That opens on May 4th, and it will be open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily through September 1st. So people love it, and I want to remind everyone that it's for all ages. It's not just for kids. You will see adults there. It doesn't matter ages. It's a great place to have fun, cool off, and have a good time. We also have Crystal Lake Beach, and we will have lifeguards on duty again at the beach this year, beginning June 2nd. We are open daily, Monday through Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m., weather permitting, with lifeguards on duty. So that is always appreciated and lots of fun. People can enjoy Crystal Lake Park, go out and do some disc golfing, maybe play in the park on the playground, and enjoy the beach. We also have the watercraft rentals at Waterworks Park. That will be opening up on June 7th, and we have kayaks, canoes, and stand-up paddle boards for rent. People can rent them hourly, by the half day, the full day, or by a season pass. And that has been very popular, a great addition. We have a nice kayak launch there and staff on duty, weather permitting as well. Another thing I want to mention is the life jacket loaner board stations. We are partnering with a few different organizations to make this happen. They have graciously reached out to us. It's a program through I want to make sure I get this right, Beaver Dam Lake Development Corporation, the Wisconsin DNR Bureau of Law Enforcement, and various other partners. We have a station at Edgewater Park, Tahoe Park, and Waterworks Park, and there are free life jackets of various sizes. If people get to the park and they're planning on going out on their boat and they realize that they don't have enough life jackets or enough life jackets of the right size, they're there in the loaner board stations, free for people to use for the day and return when they're done.
Great, fantastic. And also want to be sure we highlight the Fish and Fun activity that is happening as well.
Yes. This event is brought to you by the Beaver Dam Lake Improvement Association in partnership with the City of Beaver Dam. It's located at Edgewater Park and will be held on Saturday, June 7th. It's for kids. Let me see the ages here. Kids ages 4 to 12. And people can register by visiting the Beaver Dam Lake Improvement Association's website at bdlia.org, or they can email them at info@bdlia.org and get registered for that event on Saturday, June 7th from 9 a.m. to noon. It's a great opportunity to get out and learn about fishing. It's free, it's fun. They have lots of great stations, lots of volunteers involved. And for more information, people should take a look at the Courier or look at the Beaver Dam Lake Improvement Association's website, Facebook page, and I really encourage people to get out there and check it out.
Fantastic. Jana mentioned the Courier, the Community Center Courier. That's what we're diving in here on Community Comment today with our guest, Jana Stevens with the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. We have to take another break. More Community Comment is coming up next. Well, thank you very much, and welcome back into our final segment of Community Comment. Today, we are with the Beaver Dam Recreation Director, Janice Stevens, on our program. It's your last opportunity. If you have a question about the activities and events taking place that we've been discussing here on Community Comment today, you can call in at 920-885-4446 or text 920-887-9595. Again, we're with Janice Stevens from the Beaver Dam Recreation Department. And Jana, we want to, here in our last segment, kick things off discussing a lot of different youth camp opportunities here taking place as kids are starting to wind down from school.
Yes, there's only a few more weeks of school left, and so now is the time to, if you haven't made a plan and registered for programs and activities, take a look at the Courier, look online. We have art camps, we have sewing camps, we have STEM camps, just a lot of different opportunities for people. And the art camps we are doing in partnership with the Dodge County Center for the Arts. Those will be held at the Dodge County Center for the Arts. They get immersed in that venue, and the kids will, we have 3 different age groups, so the kids will be with other children of their age, and they will be working on their art projects, and then at the end of the week they will put together a gallery art showing at the Dodge County Center for the Arts for their friends and family to come and enjoy, and then they get to take their things home that they created. So we're excited about that. This is the second year that we're partnering with the Dodge County Center for the Arts for the camps. We are also partnering with Nancy Zeman Sewing Studio to offer 5 different sewing camps, and everything from an apron to bucket hat and lounge pants and even a log cabin quilt and a wool pillow. So they will get to use the fabulous machines that the Nancy Zeman Studio has, as well as learn from staff and go home with a really nice item at the end of each day.
Great, fantastic. Also, there's the Yell, the Youth Enrichment League that you're also partnering with to offer some really cool programs for youth as well.
Right. Again, something for all ages, beginning with 6-year-olds, 6 through 14. We have coding, robotics, and video game design camps, and those will be held at the Watermark.
Fantastic. So again, all these programs, you can find more details in the Courier that is available at local businesses, as well as the Beaver Dam Recreation Department website. There's an online version that you can check out there as well. Also, there's really cool tennis lesson opportunities, aerial yoga classes for youth in our area through these programs that, again, are available through the summer.
Right. So we're happy to bring those programs back. A lot of our tried and true traditional programs. Aerial yoga was just added a couple years ago, and I'm excited to see that we have quite a few kids ages between 9 and 16 signed up for those classes already. So that's exciting. Sing and Play is a new program this year. Mylana Lund, who is a student at UW-Madison studying music education, will be heading up that program. She's very excited to teach that program, and that's for kids ages 5 through 9. We do have 2 age groups for that, and it's exactly what it says it is, sing and play. They will sing, they'll make crafts, they might make some of their own instruments and play games and just have a great time enjoying music in the park.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, for those who are a fan of arts and are on the artsy side, there are a lot of programs offered for all age groups as well here in Beaver Dam.
Yes. Some of our programs in the summertime are headed up by seasonal staff that we hire and work for our department. Others, we partner with local organizations and individuals. I mentioned the Dodge County Center for the Arts and the camps that we're offering through them. We are also working with Art on the Town to bring a variety of art programs to youth, adults, and people of all ages. So everything from painting to succulent terrariums and jewelry making, clay and pottery. So whatever, is your jam, or if you want to try a little bit of everything, we've got it. And we're just so excited to work with them this year. And we will have samples of the projects that they will be able to choose from. But of course, it's art, so some of it they will be able to be creative and create, their own.
Fantastic. Again, we're with Beaver Dam Recreation Director Janice Stevens here on Community Comment today. Just have a few minutes left in our program. Want to spend that time making sure we highlight adult travel opportunities and day trips that are a part of this program.
Yes, we have 3 day trips that we have yet this year. We have the La Crosse Queen Cruise and Grandad Bluff. We're going to La Crosse for that one in... let me see. In July, that one, a lot of dates, a lot of moving parts here. So July 30th is when that trip is planned. A lot of great response to it. So first come, first serve. So register as soon as possible. We also have a Door County trip planned for September 25th, and we planned one for June that filled up so quickly that we planned a second one for early fall. So that's another one. If you're interested in Door County, get into our office now or give us a call and get registered for that. And then we have a holiday trip going to the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, Holiday Pops Concert, and Weisenberg's Golden Mast Inn. That will be a really lovely time for people to enjoy on Sunday, December 14th.
Great, fantastic. And now there is a event here taking place not too long from today's date, a travel show that is happening at the Watermark, I believe.
Yes. We work with 3 different companies to offer extended tours, Colette, Mayflower, and Premier World Discovery. And on Thursday of this week from 1 to 2, we will have, May 22nd.
May 22nd.
May 22nd.
Honestly, I thought it was this week too. The days in May have all blended together, and
Yes.
everything feels like it's been 1 week. So.
Yes, it is next Thursday, May 22nd,
Okay.
from 1 to 2 p.m. We have a representative from Premier World Discovery coming in to talk about the Smoky Mountains Pigeon Forge holiday. That trip departs on December 14th. It's a 5-day tour. They're going to Asheville, to the Biltmore Estate, to the Smoky Mountains, and Dollywood, and it's just, we have all the details at the Watermark, a detailed brochure on that, and they can get the information, more information from the travel show on the 22nd. And we're also going to do a little teaser and talk about tours for 2026.
Okay.
Maybe people already have their plans in order for 2025, or just aren't prepared to travel quite yet. But in addition to talking about that Christmas trip, we are going to talk about 2026 tours.
Exciting. Now, for this travel show, do people need to sign up or register to be able to join in on this program?
We do appreciate that. If people want to call the Watermark to the Recreation Department office, they can call 920-887-4639 and register. But we do love walk-ins also. So if you're interested, if that piques your interest, come and learn about it. There's no commitments. Come and learn, and also let us know where else you'd like to go in 2026 and beyond.
Fantastic. One more time before we sign off here on Community Comment today, Jana, where can people pick up the Community Center Courier or read it online if they want to find out more about what we talked about today?
They can find it at the Watermark, the Community Library, the City Hall, Piggly Wiggly, the market, several businesses. We deliver them to some of the apartments and other places around town. And so, and if they don't get a hard copy at one of those locations, they can just go online. And I'm going to look at this, look at my paper here to make sure I get it right, at ci.beaverdam.wi.gov/rec, REC.
All right. Again, that is Janice Stevens, the Recreation Department Director with the City of Beaver Dam Recreation Department here joining us on Community Comment today. Janet, thank you again so much for your time on Community Comment.
Thank you.
And that will do it for today's Community Comment.